Kingfisher makes a splash. One beautiful summer's morning, two kingfishers sat on a long reed hanging over the river. "Well, son," said the father kingfisher, "it's time to catch your own fish." "But Dad, I don't like the water." "You are not scared, are you?" "Me? No way," said the young kingfisher. "It's just, we're birds. We're supposed to stay in the air." Father Kingfisher laughed. "You'll only be wet for a moment. Besides, aren't you hungry?" "Maybe," said the young kingfisher. "I think I'll just sit here for a while and see how you do it." So, Father Kingfisher flew off to hunt some fish. He hovered and dived over and over and came up with a fish every time. "He makes it look so easy," the young kingfisher grumbled. The young bird soon grew bored and gazed down into the still pool below. There, under the water, he saw another kingfisher. The bird in the water seemed to be about his own age, but he was upside down and just a bit ripply. "What are you looking at?" the kingfisher said. But the other bird just copied him. The young kingfisher was not impressed. "Are you making fun of me?" he asked. "Are you making fun of me?" the other bird said back at exactly the same time. Every time the young bird looked down, the water bird peered back. Finally, the kingfisher said, "You must think you're so clever, spending so much time underwater. I could catch 100 fish if I wanted to, maybe 1,000. I'm just not very hungry right now. Anyway, I'd like to see you catch some fish," the kingfisher said, rather rudely. Just then, 3 little silver fish swam straight under the water bird's mouth. The young kingfisher swallowed. The water bird swallowed too. "Well, that's not fair. Those fish just swam into your mouth. And stop copying me." But the water bird kept on copying everything the young kingfisher did. "That's it, buddy," the kingfisher said, flying high into the air. At this, the water bird flapped his wings and plunged deep into the shadows of the pool. "I thought so," the kingfisher said to himself. "He's too chicken to come up here and face me." He folded his wings and dove towards the pool, ready to do battle. Just then, the water bird came flying back up at him. He was going very, very fast, and the closer the water bird got, the bigger he seemed. "Pull up! Pull up! Pull up!" they both shouted together, but it was too late. The kingfisher hit the water with a mighty splash, just as the water bird broke the surface. The kingfisher plunged into the pool. It was cool and dark and full of silver fishes, but there was no water bird here. The kingfisher opened his mouth to say, "Where is he?" And a little fish swam straight into his mouth. The kingfisher leapt out of the water with his catch. He flapped back into the warm sunshine and landed on his reed. Then he swallowed the little fish in one gulp. He thought. "Maybe I was a little hungry after all, and the water wasn't so bad, actually." He looked down. There in the pool was the water bird looking up at him. He looked a little wet, but quite happy with himself. "Hey!" said the kingfisher. "Hey!" said the water bird. The kingfisher stretched out a wing and waved shyly. The water bird waved back. "You're my reflection!" the kingfisher laughed. The water bird laughed too. From that day on, the kingfisher was never afraid of the water again. He had plenty to eat, and whenever he felt lonely or even a little scared, he'd just grin at his reflection and say, "What are you looking at?"